Maria Versace, always an attraction. In practice you go down here, obviously. Only if you have the hand records will you cash the ace of spades.
I have some small problems to get in the North-South convention card because the length still goes for precision partner.
Oh, I see. Right, but you can go get it through ECATS, Peter. I did that yesterday when we had the same problem, or was it another day where we had completely different names up? When we clicked on the names, then we got a pair from Turkey when they were not playing at all. Well, it is suggested that if he sees the ace of hearts and the king of diamonds in the south hand, can he guess that the king of spades must be with north? Remember, south has shown the ace of hearts and queen of clubs already. But will he find out about the diamonds before playing trumps? Maybe. In which case north must have the king of spades. That's true. Well, in the other room we also have Laurent Signy Quentin playing. Well, that's really unfair, isn't it, when they know the cards? So that's obviously a mistake, so it's probably Bessis and Vauquer in the other room. So now this is down for certain. The Italians going minus in the other room, as we see. Mano and Di Franco are north-south for Italy there. South still has the king of diamonds, and they already lost 4 tricks.
Now I have the French card coming out of the printer. One of our listeners gave me the link directly to the French team's convention card. Thank you a lot for that.
Good. Laurent Signy, Cédric Laurent Signy in the North Sea, the young man who actually is the current ACBL Player of the Year. So 2 down the first 5 imps to France.
And can tell you that the North-South card is absolute typical French. 5-card major, better minor, 15-17 no trump, and then they play 2 diamond multi and some gadgets about their 2 major openings. We will take that when it comes.
It's not typical French to play multi, I can tell you. The typical French is to have two strong openings, two clubs and two diamonds, where two diamonds is game force and two clubs strong but not game forcing.
Yes, I know, but the fat card major, better minor, and strong no trump. That's typical French. And then they have improved a little on their two openings. I know that multi is not so popular in France. I've played a lot against French teams, but over the years they have managed to use the two level better than in the old days.
Peter, is Tryon online? Can you get in touch with him so we can have the names changed in the other room? You know, we have Laurent Sini playing there as well. That's, as I said, an unfair advantage for the French to have the same pair at both tables.
Have you been in the closed room and checked that it's still the same names?
Yes, I have an account there. Indeed, we have Quentin and Laurent Sini, East-West. Now I can see Tryon is online, and Al Hollander sent a message to him. So did Jan Nilsson. So not a lot more we can do. Just hope that he is at the computer to see the message.
I have sent him a message also.
Oh, wonderful. 3. Has anyone checked the video? I'm asked. No one has checked the video for the closed room. You do that, please, Al, and let us know. I bet it's Bessis Volker. Well, it could, of course, also be Bessis Volker in this room. I mean, we had those two names up in the beginning. Then all of a sudden it changed. I don't have the video on. I have so many windows open, so I'm not going to click on video. So if anyone in the audience can tell me, I'll be grateful. If you know what they look like. It is Bessis Volker in the closed, I'm told. Thank you. Yeah, I would know them if I saw a video. So, are they getting to 4 hearts or 4 spades now? 4 hearts. How good is that? Well, North shouldn't really lead his singles and spade now. Queen of diamonds is so much better. You're not really interested in roughs when you have ace-jack and another heart over the strong hearts.
The only problem for the defense is that they need to set up their club tricks in time before the Claire might misguess the spades.
As always, you are encouraged to ask questions or send comments if for just that. Not only should it be enjoyable, also educational. So come on, send messages to me and Peter.
Nice talk by North. Will declare now use his spade entry to play our parts once more.
Very good talk. Yeah, well, you may say automatic. You still have ace jack over the queen. Here's the first question. After the round robin, is the tournament over, or do they have head-to-head matches in the knockout? There's no knockout. The tournament is over tomorrow afternoon, after round 37. And by the way, please remember that all 3 sessions tomorrow start half an hour earlier. So 9:30, 12:50 and 15:30 Central European Time. Now, Voltaire made the contract in the other room. Let's see how.
Now he's down.
Voltaire guessed the spades in the endgame.
No way to make 4 hearts. No?
No, I went through the play in the other room. He didn't duck the heart, that's true. But he did switch to a club when he won the ace of cards. Here's a good question from John Swanson. On board number 17, De Craere located the king of diamonds inferentially because the queen of diamonds wasn't covered. Yet he didn't play for the spade king offside. Why? It's a good question. Now the king of diamonds is most likely to be with south when north doesn't cover the queen.
Yes, the same case here.
So this will be attempts to France, 15-0 after 2 boards. Not what Italy need. France in the lead by a healthy 13 VPs now. Italy far away from qualifying among the top 7. Yeah. Please don't send me any more messages about French pair in both. We will, and we did send messages to the supervisor, Kira, from Australia. So it'll be his job to have it changed. Oh, it was 11 imps, actually.
Yes, he went down to, decided to make the contract.
Al Hollander also sent a message to both operators. So there's really nothing we can do anymore. An off shape, one no trump, I don't mind. 1-4-4 forehands are always awkward. So if you have a stiff honor, ace or king, perhaps one no trump is the best solution to a betting problem like this. Because if you open one club or one diamond even, partner will normally respond one spade, and then you have an issue. You're not strong enough to reverse. You're too strong to rebid one no trump. So you have no bid. So this is an obvious one no trump opening for me.
Oh, what's going on here?
What? What's wrong with four hearts?
No, but how can Vasas split 4 hearts over 3 no?
Because three no trumps is a race. Sorry, another hard race shows hearts.
Okay.
Spade stopper and a heart suit. Is that really unusual? That you can show a stopper?
A jump to 3 no, a bit which sounds so natural. It's very dangerous to use that conventional.
Well, probably not for the East-West pair, Peter. As you know, they have been partners for decades.
How old is Vasas?
I don't know. How old is he? 50? Early 50s? Not sure. Someone will look it up, I'm sure. And let us know how old Versace is and how old Lauria is. We had the same question earlier today, where people wanted to know about Helness and Helgemo. Zeno Trumps was indeed alerted at the table, I'm told, although the operator didn't alert Reno, so it was conventional. So I've got a link to Alfredo Versace. Let me look. Born on the 4th of June 1969. How old does it make him, Peter? You are my calculator.
47.
47. Good.
Let's see here. The maximum contact which can make, as I see, is 4 clubs. 4 clubs, 2 spade losers, and a diamond loser. North-south in a spade contact have 4 top losers.
Yeah. So how old are Helnes and Helge? I'm asked. Well, Helge is turning 58 next month, and Helge is 46. Can see, because I have an account in the other room, that Aurora, one of our yellow hosts, is also aware of the problem with the names, and it will be fixed, she says. It's not the operator's fault, because he can do nothing about it. Has to be a technician. And by the way, we have the youngest operator in the other room, 14 years young.
Do you use that expression that he is 14 years young or he is 14 years old?
Well, you can use both. You would normally say years old. Well, when people are young, you can use young instead of old. So it's just a matter of preference, Peter. You can use both. Is Helkemo really 46, I'm asked? Did he not win the junior World Championships a couple of years ago? Well, not quite. Here's the link to running scores. And what did you say about 5 clubs, Peter? Is that one too many?
Yes, 2 spade losers, and declare counted up the hearts.
Please stop sending me messages about the French names. We know for a fact that Quentin is south here, Laurent-Signy is north, and in the other room, Thomas Bessis is east, and Frédéric Volcker is west. And we can't change anything in the other room. Tryon has responded to one of the messages, so he'll take care of it. And it has been changed just now. And indeed we see Bessis and Volcker. Board 19 was flat. They're still bidding board 20 in the other room.
this will be fast. Though you can run all his clubs, but North-South have no discard problems. South can start discarding 4 spades, and North can discard 4 diamonds.
The other top match on ViewGraph now, England against Netherlands for Dutch, and obviously not good news for England. Netherlands gained 13 on board number 19 and leads England 15-2. What is the channel number, live video from this room? It must be, we are in the open room of BBO1, it must be channel 1. Try that. I don't know. As I said, I don't have video on. Channel 1 is my guess. And here is the link to video.
Yes, but you have a link also on the screen, Roland.
I know, but if that spectator doesn't know which channel to click on, then he has a direct link here. Oh dear, please stop.
That was the only real chance. It was to find Queen Jack 10, stiff in hearts.
Yeah. Whereas Basis, he's playing in the other room as East. If you're not listening to us, I'm sorry, I don't have time to send private messages individually. I hope you understand.
Now let's see if they open 5-card major with 1 no trump. Yes, they do.
Yeah, and that's certainly not standard French. But you know, the young generation changing things. Actually, some of them also support with only 3 if it goes like 1 club, 1 heart. 2 hearts is not necessarily 4 in France anymore.
Here Laurea could get in trouble. And what should Vasas do? 2 hearts, probably hearts and a minor. Is a specific minor or just a minor, Roland?
It's 5-5 in hearts and a minor. Unspecified minor. I think Versace has a pretty good feeling as to which minor partner has.
Yes, and then I would pass on his hand. You have some high card points which could help partner.
And indeed it is an upside of opening 1 no trump with a 5-card major. Because if you open 1 heart, is out of trouble.
I could imagine a bidding sequence, one heart, pass, one spec, pass, two diamond from north, who is too strong to bid one no, and then two hearts by south. So we could see a case where north and east both are declared in two hearts.
On board 20, the French pair also bid to 5 clubs, so that should be flat. Is there a butler score published? I'm asked. I don't think so. I haven't seen any. Have you, Peter? Not in the bulletins and not on the website.
No, not in the bulletin, not on the website. Because I got from the Dutch, I got a message about the butler scoring, but I was 5 minutes too late for that because it had been removed again. But I expect that all the captains will have the butler, that they have access to a butler scoring, but it's not public.
I see. Yes, it will be published by the end of the tournament. I understand that. Oh dear. I can't take more messages about names. I'm sorry. I know that when you click on Laurent Sidney, you'll get Thomas Bessis. Nothing we can do about that.
When you click on Laurent Sidney, you'll get Lauria.
Oh, even worse. We had that problem the other day, as I said, and we can't do anything when they got the names wrong to begin with. Not on my screen, Peter. I get Bessis when I click on Laurent Sidney, and I get Voltaire when I click on Quentin.
Okay, then we have different links behind. It might have been changed again, but I tried 10 minutes ago and got Lauria.
They changed the lineups a few seconds before they started, and that's allowed because both captains agreed. Both captains will have to agree if you do it at the last minute. And the original lineup was entered into the computer, and that's caused the problem.
The reason that both captains has to agree a lineup change is if one of his pairs prepared against the system, a more complex system, then very often the captain will not allow a change. If that's not the case, then no problem. But if one of the pairs play a very artificial system and one of these pairs have spent some time in preparing against that system, then you will not allow the change.
Right, so this is going one down. Here's the setting trick, and dummies 10 of spades will take the last trick. That one. It remains to be seen what happens at the Now looks like a one club opening from east. South will get in with a number of diamonds. We don't know how many. It could be one, it could be two, it could be three. It's a matter of style. The upside of preempting is, of course, that you take so much bidding space away from west. Whereas if you overcall one diamond, it won't bother him because he can bid hearts and spades now at the one level.
So east
Here you see it.
transfers.
No. I don't understand one spade. Are we sure it's not one heart? They don't play transfer responses.
It looks like they have cost the majors.
Maybe they have. That's very maybe they've changed it. I've never seen it before. With our RR34, definitely not. They would normally the heart and a spade if they had spades.
You
One
have
spade
the
is a transfer. Yes, I have. No, one spade is not a transfer to one no trump. Why on earth would you do that when you have four hearts? Now, Al tells me, after one club, one diamond overcall, double is 5 plus hearts. One heart is 5 plus spades, and one spade is exactly 4 hearts. So it all adds up now. Thank you, Al. So how do they show exactly 4 spades? If one heart is 5 plus spades, how do they show 4 spades? I'm sure Al can tell me. I don't know. One no trump? I have no idea. It's silenced Al. I'm not getting anything back now. What do they do with exactly 4 spades? We have 5,400 kibitzers at the 12 tables, and almost half of them at this table. 5,400 and 2,400 here. Of course, Al had the answer to everything. Now, after the one diamond overcall, 2 diamonds from west would be 4 spades, or 4 spades and 5 hearts. 2 hearts would be 4 spades with 10 or more high cut points, and 2 spades would be game forcing without a major. Very complex. I wouldn't be able to remember that. My word. How about you, Peter?
For sure not. I have problems enough to find the right opening. The 2,400. Have you sent out a press release that you would be commenting at this table, Roland?
No, 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 Peter. I never do. And it's not a question about you and me, I can assure you. It's a question of the players, Lauria Versace, attracting many, many spectators.
You don't have to tell. You don't have to tell me that. It was a joke, Roland.
Yeah, I got it, Peter. Absolutely. But sometimes I actually do advertise to tell people who will be commenting in coming rounds. Well, not a lot the defense can do here. They can take a spade rough, but that's the natural trump trick. King of clubs on side. So declarer should make this.
Yes and no. Let West continue
Yes and no.
now. South probably the jack of clubs to find out the position of the king of clubs. If you now take a diamond finish, he's down.
They're doing an extremely good job, the operators, very quick to catch up. It must be very stressful. And we have been so lucky, Peter. We've had very, very few crashes. I think maybe 2, 3, definitely not more.
No, it has worked very well. And when all 8 tables crashed at the same time, it looks like a power failure to the playing room.
Yes, our famous Italian waiter has made it to Budapest. That's a joke some of you will know. Peter surely knows it from many, many years ago. And it did happen in real life. Do you remember, Peter?
Yes, for sure. There was a line from the laptop to the wall. Line which connected more than one computer. And the waiter, the Italian waiter, thought, oh, this line here, it's not no good, it is on the floor. So he pulled the plug.
Exactly right. It was the end of his shift. He was the last waiter on site. So he'd better make sure that everything was tidy before he left. So he pulled the plug. So, more coming in. One is, do you agree that Lauria Versace have played their worst tournament ever? I can't agree because I haven't seen them enough.
I wouldn't agree either. The problem for Lauria Versace is that they have very weak teammates.
Yeah. This is not the great Italian team, obviously. So how many diamonds do they promise when they open one diamond, Peter? At least 4?
No, better minor.
I see. Right. But you can still support, obviously, when you have 5 of them. And that's what he did. Weak race. Aren't they also playing in mixed partnerships in Budapest? I'm not sure what you mean, Al. If you mean that Versace, for instance, also plays with Donati, then you are correct. Yes, indeed. Versace with multiple partners, rather.
And let's see by East-West.
Yeah. I was thinking women when I saw mixed partnerships. Then I saw mixed pairs. There we go. No problem. Peter, you first, because I have many questions. You tell something about how they what they can make here.
In has 3 S's, but they have a very decent 4-spade contract, which only depends on finding the jack of spade.
Yeah, that looks right.
Be played with a small spade to the king, you know the S probably by north, and then finesse or dock to the S.
That's great. Absolutely. So it must be 4 imps to France on board 22. So we think the scoreline is 20-0.
So the par contract is 5 club double down 1.
Because North-South can make 4 hearts. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Can they? On a spade, lead spade, 2 hearts and a diamond? How?
Sorry? No, they can't.
How many
I was
teams?
mixing also, and
Go.
here it didn't succeed for East-West to find their spade fit, where they had a good chance of making game. Now East-West won. North will grab his 3 S's.
Yeah. So next question is how many teams qualify from the ladies section? The answer is 6 or 7, depending on whether France finishes among the top 6. And we can safely say that they do. So top 7 will qualify.
Yes, in the Open and in the ladies. In the seniors, France is not in top 6.
It's not always 7. The host nation has to be among the top 6 for it to be 7. It is true that it's often 7 because some nation in the Caribbean or some such will normally call off, and then Europe will get the first qualifying spot, an extra qualifying spot. Yes, 7 teams all together, that's exactly what is. If France is among the top 6, if France is outside the top 6, then only the top 6 will qualify, and of course France as the host nation. That's how it works.
And what do we have here? A very good 4 heart for East-West. Losing 2 aces.
Maybe 2 hard tricks.
Yes. And what can North?
Great minds think alike. But 5 diamonds is pretty expensive, isn't it? When you have to lose 3 spade tricks. Or maybe only 2. But then, yeah, well, 2 spades. Well, it's not too expensive. It's a profitable save in 5 diamonds.
Yes, and even if you lose 3 spades, it's only down 2, but you will probably only lose 2 spades and a club for down 1.
Exactly.
And here it's not so easy for South to support diamonds because North have only promised a 3-card suit in diamond. And a double will probably show 4-card spade. So among these options, I would support the 2 diamond.
Unless that is inverted. Aha! One spade after an overcall, Peter. Does that deny spades? Not quite sure about three clubs. Al, if you can hear me. Three clubs. Hard fit, obviously, but does it also promise a spade?
I can't find any explanation on the one spade bit.
It could be natural. Maybe he decided to bid a spade because he thought he was too good to pass. Didn't like to support diamonds with only 4. Al tells me that if one spade is artificial, it was alerted by South, so it probably is artificial. But Al thinks that 3 clubs only shows hearts.
I'm being told that one spade is a negative double of 1 heart, denying 4-card spade and promising both minors.
Well, that's an excellent description, isn't it? Wonderful. So North must show a very good hand for diamonds now. He knows they have a fit. Maria would like to prevent a save, but he can't really do that. On board 23, Italy got 3 imps back when South was doubled in 2 clubs and went for only 500. 3 no trumps made at this table. We didn't get to see the play, but that was 600, so 3 imps to Italy. I'm asked about running scores for the women and seniors. Well, that wouldn't be of any use because they have the evening off. They only played 3 rounds today. So this is the par contract. Although you may argue that East-West can make 5 hearts. It's true. But they have to guess the hearts.
Is that enough for Roland? They also have to finish in clubs to get their tricks.
Yeah. As it is, he has to finesse the jack of clubs and also get the heart right. So this is a bit scary, but I wouldn't rule it out. Because remember, he knows that North has 4 spades. South has denied 4 spades, so North must have 4 spades. Exactly 4, since he didn't open a spade. As it is, perhaps he can set up the spades. Yeah, king falling.
Now he'll go for the clubs, but he has to be careful. Oh, North. You just blew the whole game.
Yeah. So, king of hearts, and it makes.
But why not? It's just another... No.
Well, I suppose partner could have the ace of clubs, Peter, if East has the king of spades. But it would have been very light. One has to say, one hard overcall. Well, it could have been the king of spades instead of the ace of clubs. It's easy for us to see that the club switch wasn't good. But was it so obvious to Laurent?
No.
Even if he gets, say, even if he gets it right by playing the 10th, say if South has the ace, then he knows he will suffer a club rough next. So I'm pretty sure that he will go up with the king.
There I have to agree with you, and I have to agree with 3 or 4 of our listeners who says exactly the same. North's distribution is almost for sure 4, 2, 6, 1. And with that distribution, East need to play the king.
That's right. Losing to the singleton ace won't help him. So this is the board the Italians need badly if they are to stand any chance of qualifying for next year's Bermuda Bowl. I know they still have 3 matches to play tomorrow, but remember they are behind now 23. And they have to play England in the penultimate round tomorrow on Vugraph obviously, and our official voice match. That will be at 12:50 Central European Time, 11:50 UK.
And there are only 16 VPs behind Hungary on place 7.
Yeah, I know, they can still do it. Well done. England also in a spot of trouble against the Netherlands. They're behind 26-10. England has 2 difficult matches tomorrow in the run-in. It's all very exciting. We got our matches for the first and the second rounds tomorrow, but not the third. To be decided, probably tomorrow morning at some point during match 1, is my guess. So
And
Peter,
in the Open
okay.
there are only 10 victory points from number 7 to number 11.
You don't know which match you will be covering tomorrow in the very last round, because we don't have the matches yet.
No, but I'm sure in the last round the BBO 1 will show one of the matches were either medals or the 6th place are on stake.
France gained 5 imps on 24. Remember, 5 diamonds down 2, or should I say 5 diamonds down 2 in the other room, where East played in 5 clubs, double down 1 in this room. Oh dear, I've just been accused of being a gentleman. What can I do about it?
Don't take it
After
serious. We all know that it's
No.
wrong, Roland.
Yeah. But you know, let's in England, and it reads gentlemen outside. I don't know really, don't know what to do really, but usually I ignore it and I just enter. Hmm. 4 hearts doubles. Against nothing. East-West can't make anything with this diamond position, obviously. They don't have 3 now. And 4 hearts is how expensive? 3 clubs to lose. Two hearts. Looks like down 2. He can of course discard now, but it won't really help him. He is still down 2.
Yes, but he can ruff and discard a club loser on the King of Spades.
Yeah, but you also need tricks. You have an awful lot of diamonds to ruff, Peter.
I know, and he will probably go down too. No doubt.
$1,100? Oh, I see. You mean three rounds of hearts. I see. Ace, king, and another heart. Yeah, that wouldn't be nice, would it, Clara? Yeah, I agree. That would be extremely painful. So those three spades was a fit jump, spades plus heart support.
Now it's lucky for the Clare that the hearts are 4-0. If the hearts had been 3-1, then heart back from East would have made the contract very expensive.
Spectator tells me that a spade from East now could mean 800. Really? Maybe. Would that promote one more trump trick to West? It probably would. So he can get 3 trump tricks. And he found it. Wow. Yeah, he still has to lose a club, obviously. And East has 3 trump tricks. He still has problems in the diamond suit. Not looking good. 2 expensive boards for France, 25 and 26, although they may not lose on 25.
And now a small spade.
Yeah, not nice for De Clara. He would probably ruff with a 9 of hearts.
But East West have also set up the Queen of Clubs for the Clare. Now West should discard the 10 of Clubs.
Yeah. Get rid of the 10 of clubs. The queen is high in the dummy, so you don't want to have a club. Perfect defense. So declarer will ruff a diamond and try the queen of clubs. Won't work. Wow, France even gained one imp on 25. They took 12 tricks in 5 hearts. Now that's a very good effort. They weren't 5 hearts and took 12 tricks. How on earth do you do that?
Oh yes, very simple. The lead was from North, and the lead was the singleton club. Then a heart. North played the ace of heart, and played a small diamond to his partner's jack to get a club off.
I see. Partner's jack, wonderful. Yeah, if only he had it. So the singleton jack of diamonds scored a trick. Wonderful. But that was no real chance, really. So one can understand that at that point. He couldn't defeat 5 hearts once he went up with the ace of hearts, so his only chance was to underlead his ace king queen of diamonds, hoping to find partner with a jack.
So it was a very fair investment. It could cost him 1 imp, and he could earn 13.
Yep.
So it was really good odds, and his partner had jumped to 3 diamonds, so he knows that South has a 4-card diamond and declare only a singleton, so it was absolutely a defense with odds.
Yeah, the jack wasn't in dummy. Remember, West was declarer. Postponing the evil here, Jean-Christophe Quentin. He knows it's not looking good. England having a tough time against the Netherlands. 40-10 now. So England 30 behind. The good news for England, however, is that Israel is also 30 behind. Well, 29 to be precise, against Germany. But Hungary has leapfrogged everyone, so they are now in 7th. I'm told that the contract is the same in the other room on 26, 4 hearts doubled. Let's see if they can take it 3 down. It was brilliant defense in this room. One no, 3 clubs, 5 cards Damon, Peter? Probably. When you look at the Norse hand, you know it is 5 cards Damon. 3 diamonds. I don't have a 5 card major, I have at least 1 4 card major. 3 no, I wasn't looking for a 4 card.
Yes, and the French card is, as usually, not overloaded with information, and the 3 club bit is not on that card.
Wow, that's strange. Very strange. Right, some work to do here for Declarer on that diamond lead. He'd like to play on clubs, he'd like to play on spades. And diamonds are 5-2, so he has to be a little careful. The good news for him is that the man with 5 diamonds has no entries.
A way to play the contract is to take the trick on the diamond 10 and now lead the spade queen for a double finesse in spade.
The 3 of diamonds is an attitude lead. The lower the cards, the higher the interest. So you don't know how many he has when he leads the 3. Could be 4, could be 5, could be 6. And here's a question from a spectator. I'm new here. I just wonder, if this is the European Championship, why is Israel playing here? Well, the thing is that Israel is a member of the European Bridge League because no one wants to play against them in Asia. So that's the short answer. Yes, I said Asia instead of Africa. Israel is in Asia.
Yes, in the Middle East, to be correct.
Yeah, but that's Asia.
I know it's obvious to lead Queen, Jack or 10 of hearts, but as you can see, heart 2 would have worked much better. But that's a defense which is easy for us commentators to find when we see all 52 cards, and almost impossible for the players.
Indeed. It wouldn't help to put Israel among the African nations, because then there would be a problem with Tunisia and Morocco and stuff. So that's why Israel is in Europe. In bridge and in football, actually.
Yes, and Lebanon is also member of the Europeans, isn't they?
Oh yeah, yeah, they are. But not for the same reason, because everyone wants to play against Lebanon.
It is more to make it straight that we have two countries from the Middle East in EBL.
Yes. We also have Israel in the Eurovision Song Contest, Peter. We even have Australia now. Isn't that amazing?
I was going to mention that. And when West didn't set up his diamonds, then South know for sure that Spade
King
is by East.
Is with East. Now, John Swanson suggested a line. Declarer might have played on spades, he says, Queen of Spades, going for 3 spade tricks, 2 heart tricks, 2 diamond tricks, and 2 clubs. Is that the line one should adopt, Peter, in your view? Play the Queen of Spades at trick 2?
That was my suggestion.
Good. So if it's yours, and if it's John Swanson's, then it's probably right.
Not for sure. But now it's right to play a small spade to the 8. When you, with 99%, have placed the King of Spades by East, then you can't lose by playing the 3 of Spades to the 8. If it's loose to the Jack, then you later can play the Queen of Spades when you are in on the King of Diamond. And you still have a heart stopper. So it looks for me 100% play to play a spade to the 8 now.
Just to annoy Pete, he played to the 9. I'm asked, are there really 3 matches tomorrow? I thought 37 teams, so only 2 matches remain. But remember, with 37 teams, there will be 1 sit-out. So everyone had a bye, and that's why they play 37 rounds. at the moment, Hungary in the last qualifying spot, number 7, followed by England and Israel. Pretty safe to say that the top 5 are, well, virtually certain of qualifying. Not 100%, not 4 and 5, 1, 2 and 3, certainly. Why is he down, Marco? Is he really down?
No, but it's a little bit different to play the contract now. He has to say yes.
Yes. Spade to the ace.
No.
Yes, and then he can... Then he plays the 7 of hearts. East is a plate to give dummy the last 2 tricks.
Yes, and did you see what really happened here? If he discarded a club, the player could let the queen of spades hold the trick and the clubs were good. So his heart, which was his exit card, if East had kept his heart and could then play south on the 9 of hearts to give West the 5th trick on the Jack of spades. So Queen of spades squeezed East. What do you call that squeeze? When, depending on what East discard, you let the queen hold or you overtake?
It's called an entry shifting squeeze.
That was an extreme nice position. It will be a hand for my column if I need boards. But I have so many good and bad Danish boards that, and I only have a weekly column, so I had to write that board up.
Yeah, it was a pretty board indeed. The 800 on 26 was flat. So they got the defense right in the other room also to take it 3 down. And we have the correct scoreline now. All scores have been entered into movie after our crash. 26-3.
Let's see if North can manage. Sorry, Versailles can manage. Hearts 5-0. but his first job was to set up a diamond for club discard, so now he can afford 2 hard losers.
We don't believe this. This was totally wrong. It was queen, king, ace.
No, not the 2.
No. Never mind. I think we got it right now, didn't we? He took the ace of clubs and played the queen of diamonds.
No, the operator got the club king.
Yes, I know that. He's discarding a club now. The problem is he has no more clubs in his hand. Do you see what I mean? So it was club to the queen, king, ace. Queen of diamonds, club, pitch. Now it all makes sense. Remember, Declarer knows absolutely nothing about trumps. That they split 5-0.
No, but he will probably make the contract anyway. And another club off.
Yeah, not playing trumps at all. Oh dear, the operator got it all wrong. Poor soul. It makes me dizzy. Still has to be a little careful. Can't afford to play trumps.
No, the first play by the operator was better. That postponed the club, the second club off.
450. Wow. That is amazing.
No, it's impossible.
Okay. So England just gained 9 imps against the Netherlands. So it's 14-19 now, moving closer to the 7th spot. Hungary leading by 7 in their match. England 3 VPs behind Hungary at this point.
It's a very good start for East-West to take the first 5 diamond tricks. So now East know that the contract will go down.
Yeah, it looks 2 down because partner has the king of spades. Could you take the finger off
East.
the button? Okay. You can get our matches for rounds 35 and 36, but not for 37 yet. And remember, tomorrow they start early, 9:30 Central European Time, 8:30 outside Europe. Second match at 12:50 and the third match at 15:30. I send an email to our commentators so they should know and be here on time. Two diamonds is limited to 14 high card points. Gazzilli Le Lauria way. If West had 15 or more high card points, he would bid 2 clubs over 1 no trump. Either natural, 11-14, or any 15 plus hand.
In the 4 hard contact, Declare on an early stage played a small heart from King 10, served to his Queen and S, and got heart back, and there were no way to more than 9 tricks.
Yes, the Archer played it very well.
But Declare didn't get so much help because the defense was diamond, diamond, and then South returned the diamond and West could discard his club. So now it almost looked like Declare just needed hearts 4-1. Oh. 3-2 to make his contract. So he plays very normal, a heart, and no way back.
all of a sudden Ireland in with a shot of qualifying. They're winning big against Romania. So 2 more balls today.
They have a chance, but they're still only placed as number 12.
Yes, they will be on Biograph actually also tomorrow in the morning match against Poland. A bonus match.
Interesting lead problem. As you can see, there are 5 club tricks. 2 spade is 7, Ace of diamond is 8, and King of heart will be the class 9 trick. But all other leads than a heart will probably give East West, will probably hold North South to 8 tricks. Very good lead when partner have Jack 9 of spade. As we can see, 5 clubs is the game. Okay. That could even be a play for 12 tricks. I think that would be very hard work. But 11 trick,
Another 3 imps for Italy on board 29. Remember when no Trump went 2 down at this table? At the other table, Norse played in 2 spades and went 1 down. Two boards to play in the Netherlands-England match. Netherlands leading by 22. One down. And the last board today. Thanks to our operator in Budapest. Not easy for him with the crash. Thanks, Peter. Thanks to the organizers, to our listeners, to our colleagues doing the written part of it. Most notably Marko Pekinen from Finland. We'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 Central European Time, 8:30 in the UK. We have two matches for you with voice commentary in the morning. Germany, Norway, Bill Jacobs and me, and Poland, Ireland, David Bird and Graham Osborne.
Four hearts was too high. In four hearts, they have a club, a spade, and two diamond losers. In five clubs, the club, a heart, and at least one spade loser, but some handling. Also better club, down one it looks like.
Nice recovery by Italy. They were down 26-3 at some point. That could gain also on board 30, 31. So they're still in with a shot. Oh, I just realized that we also have Netherlands against Monaco in the morning. So maybe Graham and Bird prefer to do that one. Up to them. I'll let them know. So, yeah, too many choices really. Thanks everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.